The third section of the metaphysics of emotional hurt will be dealing with depression and suicide. The physical blocks, the emotional blocks, and the mental blocks. Depression is unaddressed destruction. Depression is unaddressed revenge. Depression is unaddressed anger. And depression is unaddressed hurt. Whether it be a physical block of depression, an emotional block of depression, or a mental block of depression. Your willingness to track your past history of hurt, from depression to destruction to revenge to anger, and find the core belief of hurt. If you be honest with yourself, every time you became angry, it's when you didn't admit and acknowledge you hurt. Revenge is unaddressed anger. Destruction is unaddressed revenge, and now we're depression. Depression and anxiety is unaddressed destruction, revenge, anger, and we're back at hurt. We know a block is when you stop something from coming through. A physical block of depression is when you physically block people to keep from being depressed. An emotional block of depression is when you cut your emotions off, like you cut the water off. The mental block of depression is when you deny your feelings of hurt, anger, revenge, and destruction. But it's your willingness to track back your history of losses and be honest with yourself. Yeah, hey, I'm hurt. If you admit that you're hurt, you would not have to become angry. You do not have to have revenge. You will not become destructive, and you won't become what? Depressed. Now we have seen this in society. When a person commits suicide, they feel like that there's no hope, no one will listen, and there's no tomorrow. Every form of suicide can be tracked back to unaddressed hurt. Whether it be a physical block of suicide, where you become physical towards yourself, emotional block of suicide, where you cut your emotions off. You're not willing to talk. Or a mental block of suicide, when your brain does not communicate and acknowledge your hurt. When you do not acknowledge your hurt, you want it to come out other parts of your body. Let's go back. Physical block of hurt, emotional block of hurt, mental block of hurt. When it's not addressed, it becomes the physical block of anger, emotional block of anger, and mental block of anger. When this anger is not addressed, it becomes the physical block of revenge, the emotional block of revenge, and the mental block of revenge. When these revenges are not acknowledged, it becomes the physical block of destruction, emotional block of destruction, and mental block of destruction. When the destruction is not being recognized, being addressed correctly, it becomes the physical block of depression, the mental block of depression, an emotional block of depression. in the last state of suicide, when you ignore your feelings, it becomes the physical block of suicide physically, the emotional block of suicide, and the mental block of suicide. All of these components, hurt, anger, revenge, destruction, depression, and suicide, all of these can be avoided if you can just go back to your core beliefs, track your history of losses 10 years, 30 years, 40 years ago, when you said it was all right, and then say, hey, I'm hurt, and begin a journey of healing. I'm hurt. My physical block of healing is now approaching. I'm hurt. My emotional block of healing is now in place. I'm hurt. My mental block of healing is now in place. If you don't, you have to say, I'm angry. Admit and say to yourself, I'm angry. And then physical block of anger will come in place. I'm angry. My emotional block of anger, I address. And I'm angry. My mental block of anger. Let's go back. Hurt, anger, revenge, destruction, depression, suicide. All you got to do is track your history of losses, and you can save yourself the complete cycle of the metaphysics of emotional hurt. If you believe this information will help you, it will. If you believe this information might help you, then it might. If you believe it won't help you, then it won't. So believe this information will help you, and you can save yourself from the somatic feelings of hurt, the reactive feelings of hurt in your life. You will now have to go through the cycle. Address your hurt in life. Address your anger in life. Address your revenge in life. Address your destruction in life. Address your depression in life. Address your suicide in life. And address your core beliefs. And you can believe. Thank you for viewing The Metaphysics of Emotional Hurt, a division of the philosophy and works of Chris W. Mason. I trust that this information has given you clear understanding of your life. My prayer for you today is that you will accept, acknowledge, and address your past hurts and loss in life. By doing so, you can move forward in your destiny. You now have class. That's all. Just genuine class. Every moment has a beat. It has a rhythm. Walk with the beat. Go with the flow. My pleasure.